He's 43 years old about. I have this package for him. It's a special courier service. Do you mind just having him come up here?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Hi, Eric.
Yeah.
How's it going? It's kind of like, I think it's like some documents, might be family related if you wanted to talk about it out here. If you want to talk about it. I'm Douglas.
Douglas, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm with the special courier thing. Yeah, I just didn't want your boss here. This is about the messages. I think we should probably go over them.
Who's this now?
This is, I usually have some messages like between you. Armor Rake 81 on Kick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's about like that girl you've been talking to.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know, I just want to make sure if we can just like kind of address these things you've been talking about.
Yeah, let's take a step over here.
Yeah, all right, sounds good.
What's this about now?
So, you know, it's just like some things that we need to address about it.
What's going on with that?
Well, you know, for starters, I just wanted to, and you don't have any weapons with you. Okay, cool. So yeah, I just want to, like, you know, there's some stuff that you guys have been talking about.
Okay.
You know, I don't really want to go through them, so like, if you're just willing to like be honest about it, then we can just like clear this up pretty quick.
What's going on with it though?
Well, for starters, how old did she say she was?
She told me that she was at first 18.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she said she was 13.
When did she say she was 18?
In a group chat somewhere.
I don't think that's the case. I mean,
Okay.
you know, because here you said, please say your age and location. Immediately she said 13
Yeah.
female.
Right. Okay.
So.
And then I left the group.
Right, but you kept talking to her
she
for a while.
chased me down. Yeah.
Did she chase you down? I mean.
She went and found me afterwards.
But I mean,
Yeah.
you clearly are the one who initiated first.
Right. I know, but I didn't. That's the thing. See, now this is getting really bad and convoluted.
Yeah, no, I understand. But yeah, just by the way, we are recording for safety purposes.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know,
no, I understand.
Yeah, we don't want to like, you
Right.
know, so you know, we're not going to hurt you or attack you.
I don't want my boss.
Yeah, do you want to go like in the street?
I don't want my boss's business to be involved.
No, of course, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yes.
I'm not trying to be a bad guy.
No, of course. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah. So, yeah. So basically, yeah, there was just some stuff said and like some stuff like talked about. Some like, you know, maybe some pictures might have been sent.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, if you just like want to like be honest with me, then like we could just address this and then like we'll go on our way.
I was probably a little inappropriate. I mean, you know, I didn't send anything.
You didn't?
Not completely. No.
Well, maybe not like, but like, was there like any kind of that you might have sent her?
Not like completely nude. I never showed anything completely nude. You know what I mean?
What about
I mean, my underwear.
Well, the underwear that was earlier with the bulge and everything. You know, we have that, and then sorry, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, no, you want to take it here?
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, so you did. There was a picture like with your face, and it looked like the top of your.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
So I guess a few things I want to ask. I mean, like, how common is it that like, you know, girls who are underage like talk to you, like reach out to you online?
This is probably really the first one.
Yeah.
Tried to talk to me like full on.
Yeah. So there's a picture in question,
Okay.
and that's you, correct? Like
Yeah,
you confirm it too.
I'm not gonna lie about anything here.
Alright, I appreciate it. No, yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you know, you said you told me that she was like that you're married and that kind of thing, and you have 2 kids.
Yes.
So, just for my peace of mind, because your daughter's around her age, right?
Yep.
Has anything ever happened between you and your daughter, like anything like that?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I swear on my life and swear on the eyes of my children. No,
Yeah.
not at all.
All right.
Not at all.
Okay. So,
No.
so because in addressing this, we're trying to like deal with it, make sure like everything's okay, everything's kosher.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, it's like we're probably gonna like as long as we're being honest here, but like we are trying to like make sure nothing has happened. Like you never had like an allegation or anything against you in life, have you?
No, not that I know.
Like with sexual, anything like that? Okay. And also you wrote this like pretty extensive like sexual fantasy. Yeah.
And that's what that's to me what it is. It's a fantasy.
Right.
You know what I mean? She keeps antagonizing, like trying to get me to meet her, and I keep on telling her no, no, no.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
No, of course.
Because to me, it's not reality. It's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fake. You know what I mean?
No, of course.
I didn't even know she was a real person. I just thought it was.
Right.
I thought it was a fantasy type thing.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, yeah. So like, she is a real person, and I guess like her mother found out, and like, they're not comfortable dealing with police, so like, they come to us to like kind of deal with these situations.
Yep, I completely understand.
Yeah. No, of course.
I'm gonna delete everything. I mean, I'll delete it right now.
I mean, we don't have to, and like also.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're clear on it that it'll never happen again. I won't even let her know what happened.
No, of course. I mean, like,
let her mom deal with her on her side.
Right, of course. I mean, like, in the end, it's like our main goal is to kind of like address the issues at hand, like with you personally.
Right.
So that way, like, as long as you're honest and.
So what are their demands? What are they asking?
There's no demands. So no one wants anything. Neither do we. No one wants to extort you or hurt you or anything like that. We just want to get these issues addressed.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm talking to you now about it. Like I said, I'll show you. I'll delete everything or
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, that's something we could talk about later, after we kind of address the other issues at hand.
Okay.
So, there was obviously pictures exchanged. I showed you a few of them.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever receive any pictures from her?
Just face pictures.
Okay, and did you ever ask for anything besides that?
I did. You know what I mean? And she blew me off, and I've been kind of like, you know what, it's,
right.
fantasy, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
she's obviously, you know what I mean, like,
yeah.
my leg.
Right,
like,
yeah.
I thought it was all make-believe to begin with.
No, of course.
So.
And, but like, just for like peace of mind, just like for the sake of honesty, what types of pictures did you ask her for, besides face?
Just to see her.
And any other thing like that?
No, just I asked.
You sure?
As far as I remember, I mean, unless I asked to see her picture herself, maybe.
Right. I mean, I don't know if you asked that, but did you maybe ask her for like a shirtless picture, like a
maybe
picture?
I sent her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
And also like you said something about like when she showers, like you'd love to see that type thing.
Yeah.
And also she was just mentioning something about like her friend. Like bring her friend.
Yeah.
And so.
And I was,
Like, would you have been like willing to be with two 13-year-old girls? No, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, like I said, it's fantasy. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's, make believe in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Just to blow off steam, I guess you could say.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm assuming your wife doesn't know.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No.
And are you?
I'd rather her not know. I mean, if we could avoid that situation.
Yeah. No, of course. We'll like deal with that as we go. There was one thing I also wanted to ask you about. Because you said you don't really talk to minors or anything like that. Like this is the only time you've ever spoken to a minor.
Yeah.
Is that 100% true?
That's
There
was one girl that had contacted me. I didn't know she had posted something online that she was 18, and then she started talking to me, and she was 16.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay. I was like, no, she was from like a foreign country or something.
Yeah. So I guess my question is, it's like you knew she was 13. You would always ask her about school, like
right,
she said middle school and everything like that.
Well, again, make believe. I believed, for the fantasy that she was 13, that she was going to school, and that I was going to meet up with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like if she's talking about school and everything like that. I mean, like you really think that was like a fantasy? Like, why?
Me, it was, yeah.
I mean, maybe for you, but so with like talking to this minor and asking her for like pictures of herself, like what would you have done if she actually had sent you picture because that would have been
that
possession of child.
been completely inappropriate.
Have you?
I would have been very, very scared for myself.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen anything like that?
No.
Then I guess my question is, why would you ask her for something like that?
Because again, it was part of the fantasy. It was part of the fantasy. It was part
right.
of believing that she was thinking to myself that she was actually 13.
But okay, so why
but
is
not an actual reality belief
yeah.
that she's 13? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That she's some sort of actress playing this game with me.
Oh, fix my mic. Sorry. Is it better? Good. All right. Sorry about that. So, I mean,
what's the end conversation here?
No, I mean, I just want to get to the bottom of it, get it all addressed, and then like we'll move on from that.
All right,
so I guess like when did you start having actual fantasies about minors?
I don't know. That's not really anybody's particularly business, I guess.
I mean, it kind of is if you're talking to someone who is 13 years old about.
Are you an authority though?
No, I'm not. I'm just a private citizen.
I just want to know where we're going with this.
I get
the authorities involved.
We're not. I mean, we don't have to. I mean,
I don't want to.
I just want to get on. I just want it to be honest, so we can address it and move on.
How is this going to?
I'm just asking.
End this conversation.
Well, my hopes with talking to you is that you put an end to these fantasies. You put an end to being attracted to minors and asking them for pictures and sending them and stuff like that. Because our thing is leave them kids alone. It's like an organization that helps kids not talk to adults and helps adults not talk to kids.
Okay, I understand.
So I know. So
I appreciate and respect your position.
Thank you.
What you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'll have to go back into therapy. You know what I mean?
You were in there.
I was in therapy for a whole bunch of years because
Yeah.
I had problems with alcohol. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So,
I feel that. Yeah. No. I've definitely drank in my day. Yeah. So, how long have you been married to your wife?
13 years.
13 years. So you basically had your first kid.
I had my kids. We had our kids before we were married. Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And your daughter, you said it's 12 or turning 12.
12, yeah.
So how would you feel if someone your age was talking to her?
I would be extremely, extremely upset. I would be, yeah.
So you understand it's severe.
About that. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm naive or stupid.
No, I know, and
reality.
Yeah, and I've seen other people talk to children. You're not a crazy fiend monster at all. So that's why we're even here talking to you in the first place.
Okay.
And so one thing, I mean, so you've never really seen child porn or anything that, you say?
No.
I gotta say, I find it hard to believe.
Sure,
just because you asked this 13-year-old for pictures, and you also brought up this app Signal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had that for personal things with my wife.
What personal things with your wife would you need Signal for?
Because my wife's phone and her phone account is attached to my kids' phones.
Okay.
So they can read her text messages. So personal conversations, private adult conversations between me and my wife, we didn't want our children to see.
Your kids have access to your wife's phone conversations?
There was when they first set up the phones and she couldn't figure out how to detach the two sections because their phones didn't have their own phone line.
Yeah, okay.
Until recently when my mother-in-law bought them their own phone lines.
Okay.
So it was basically all the devices were on the same account.
So you only use Signal for that purpose?
We use that between me and my wife.
And do you still use it to this day?
Not anymore. No, she stopped using it because we had an argument and she no longer wanted to use it.
So then why? I mean, so you don't use it anymore. You're saying?
I use it.
Okay. And what do you use it for?
I use it for again another fantasy thing with a woman who lives in who the hell knows where.
Yeah, because you also asked this girl about if she has a Signal.
She has Signal.
Right.
Yeah.
So. I mean,
just because I thought it was an easier conversation place than Kick, because that place is completely distorted.
No, sure, and because with Signal and stuff, do you also have the app Telegram? You know about Telegram?
No. Telegram.
Okay, because a lot of things with Signal and stuff, a lot of people use it to because it's encrypted and all that stuff. They use it to share child things like that.
Okay.
And so. That's one of the most common things that these people who talk to children use. So as long like if you're being honest, like
Yeah. See, like I said, the reason why I downloaded that app was the conversation between me and my wife.
sure.
And it was, I didn't know anything. I don't really know much about it. Whatever it being encrypted. I don't know. It was just the fact that it was an app that wasn't installed, that the kids couldn't see our conversation.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm getting pretty hungry. Do you know any place I can get good bagels around here?
bagel. Sure, there's a bunch of them around here.
What's your favorite bagel place?
Around here?
Yeah.
Have never. We just moved the shop to this area. And
Oh, okay. Where was it originally?
We were in Port Jefferson.
Oh, okay. Oh, I like Port Jeff.
Yeah.
I got some pretty good oysters and stuff out there.
Yeah.
So like you said you live 30 minutes away from here. Like, where exactly is that?
It's out east. I'm out east.
Oh, you're like further east than
Further
here?
east, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot. And you have that other group that she just joined,
I
right?
know. Yeah. I know. It's just, I was just reading about that.
Yeah, so what is that group? Like, how'd you get that group?
I was, feeling down to myself. I was looking for a group, for lonely adults, and found that one, and basically inherited the group. You know what I mean? Like there was no administrators left, and they turned it over to me to maybe the administrator.
Yeah, gotcha.
So,
Yeah, how'd you like that Super Bowl also? Because I saw you guys were talking about the Super Bowl.
oh, yeah, it was all right.
Are you an Eagles fan?
No, not
Oh,
particularly.
but you just don't like the Chiefs?
I just don't, I just, expecting them to win, that's all.
No, yeah, they
I'm
crushed
not really
them.
a sports fan at all.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. I'm sick and tired of like all the bullshit that comes with it, you know.
It's just, it was never any of my thing or anything at all.
Yeah. No, did you have a Super Bowl party? I forgot if you
No, I just
mentioned
had
that.
family over.
Oh, that's nice.
It was just a family, we just hung out.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, your brothers had the baby.
Yeah, my brother had a baby today, yep.
That's cool. Is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wait, the baby was born today?
Today.
Wow.
Yep, we're going to see him after work.
Oh, that's great. Oh, it's very cool. Oh, man. But, yeah, there's just like a few other things I wanted to go over, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, if we could, I got to get back to work.
No, of course.
I mean, if you...
Yeah, so like you asked for like, body pictures and
Right.
like, I guess this is your work clothes that you were kind of talking about.
Right, yes.
And I was working, busy. So yeah, you have like trouble sometimes with like orders and stuff. I know how that goes.
Yep.
Yeah, and I got cousins who work in like glass and everything.
Okay.
And they always mess up the orders for whatever reason.
Okay.
Yeah, and he always asks you like how's school, like how's this and that, like.
Right.
Like you really thought that was like a fantasy, like her
Yeah.
like in school and everything like that?
I thought she was an actor, basically. I thought it was
Yeah.
somebody pulling my chain.
Yeah. And he would always call her like my girl, which is
Right,
like
yes.
sweet of you, you know.
Right.
Yeah, and at first I think you told her that it was you had a girlfriend who
Right.
was
Yeah.
39. Is your wife 39?
Yeah.
That's cool.
She's going to have her 40th birthday soon.
Wow, you got any big plans for the 40th birthday?
Yeah, her sister's coming to visit. Her
That's
twin
fun.
sister, so-
Oh, twin sister, wow. And you met her 13 years ago, you said, right?
Yeah.
That's cool, that's great. So, what kind of like repair,
Heavy equipment repair.
okay, so how, like, I'm not really familiar with like construction stuff so
Yeah.
much, so.
Machines like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah, gotcha. That's cool. How long have you been doing this for?
10 years.
Wow. What'd you do?
11 years.
So what'd you do before that?
I was a mason.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, like a Freemason?
Yeah.
Are you are you
No,
a Freemason?
Yeah, no.
I go in one of those lodges or something.
No. Nothing like that.
Yeah, so here's where he said, I'd love to see you shirtless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Being honest with you here.
I know, and I really appreciate it.
It's
Yeah, I got a little stuff. That's all right.
filthy.
I don't mind going a little dirty, you know what I mean? And
Okay, so what can we do to resolve this, and so I really need to get back to work?
no, I
Okay.
understand. I mean, I think like this is kind of more important to address
Yes, it
than
is
work, of
important to
course,
address, but
because
also we're gonna have some explaining to do. So
no, of course, I understand that. I mean, there is something I think it's
yes,
kind of more
yes,
important.
I understand what your position.
So, you started talking to her. I don't know if it was like yesterday, a couple of days ago, about like naughty like chats and like
Yes.
kind of like sex chat. Like
Right.
what kind of did you have in mind?
Basically, like the fantasy thing that I wrote to her.
Yeah. So I really do want to like kind of like address that because
Okay.
a lot of times like sexual fantasies become like reality and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like clearly, and
Right.
so like there's no like moment in time you can like pinpoint when you're like, you know what, I am like I fantasize sexually about like minors.
Okay.
Like I just want to know like, is there any kind of like beginning point that you can think of that you can like remember that you became attracted to minors and fantasize about having sex with minors?
Not particularly any point in my life, no.
I guess like, do you know like when like you started like like this role playing thing with that girl who told you she was 16 or whatever? Like when was that?
It was a few months ago, and it turned out that it was an adult person. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So, you
right.
know what I mean? It's,
Yeah, but I mean, because that is like, like, did you ever like have any like abuse, like in your life or
I
anything
was
like that?
beat as a child.
Be,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
was beaten as a child by my
oh,
cousin. So, you
wow.
know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry. Yeah, and like a lot of times it is like a cyclical issue with. I'm very sorry to hear that you were abusing. Like that's not that.
That was
No one
part
should
of
go
my
through that.
therapy, you know?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess.
Part of the cause of my autism,
Right.
So,
No, I mean it makes everything make more sense.
okay.
So I guess like in this case, like because she was trying to meet, you were down to meet. You said like you really wanted to meet her and all that
Yeah, it
stuff.
was blowing smoke in her ass.
Yeah, no, sure, but given like that extensive fantasy you wrote and like all that stuff, like I'm, like I don't think you would have like turned her down if she
Absolutely
came
would
to
have.
you.
Absolutely would have. Absolutely. I have been turning her down.
Yeah,
She
well,
asked me
yeah,
today if we could meet today. I said no. You know
yeah,
what I mean? She
right,
asked if we could
right,
meet tomorrow. I said no. You know what I mean?
yeah,
She asked before if we could meet. I said no.
yeah. No, I hear you, but it's just like I know these things are like cyclical, like and that
Okay.
happens like with like abuse and everything like that.
Yes.
So, given that it's happened to you, I guess like we're
You
trying
want
to
to make sure
understand.
I'm not going to do it to somebody else?
Yeah, and we just want to try to understand
Okay.
like what like given like the trauma it caused you, why did you want to
Okay.
do it to so, like why do you
Something broken
fantasize
in my
about it?
brain. You know what I mean?
Right.
An illness.
Yeah. And I also saw with your kick, like when we first started talking, because that was like about 2 months ago, or when she first started talking to you, sorry. But when she first started talking to you, your bio was different on Kick. It was like, and then you said something about like deleted all chats or like lost all chats.
Yeah.
What caused you to do that?
I didn't do it. It just had an update on my phone, logged me out of Kick, and lost all the chats. That was
Oh,
the end of that.
that's weird.
That's common.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, because
Yeah. Once you log out of Kick, then you lose all your chats and all your conversations.
I never knew that. But yeah, I don't use Kick. I don't know anything about Kick. But that phone number that you were messaging her from, it didn't like trace back to anyone. Is that not your real number?
No, it's an internet number.
Where
It's an internet-based number.
what like internet-based thing did you get the number from?
Text something.
Text Now?
Yeah, I think that's it. Text Now.
Okay, cool.
Or text free or something like that, maybe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And what kind of phone do you have? Is it like an iPhone or an
iPhone
Android?
7.
Okay, iPhone 7?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
old piece of junk.
Right. So, I mean, one thing about like the iPhone 7s, like they don't have like the same like security protocols that like, go into it. So, we've actually seen like on Signal like certain like things have been sent your way,
Okay.
like of like the underage. Like basically it's like a system where it's like green. It's like we can't see exactly what it is because it's criminal.
Because I've only received one request, and that was from somebody else that I met on Kick, and she's an adult woman, 38 years old, that lives in another state. That was the
Okay.
only thing. That was the only one I've ever gotten.
Yeah, because like we've seen like certain like like we have like a.
And it was sent to me, and were they ever, did I ever accept them? Did it show you that I have accepted them?
Well, no, it doesn't show that much. It just shows certain things.
I've never. I can show it to you now.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. If you can bring your phone, that'd be great.
It's right here.
Yeah.
So I'll show you. Let's see. All right. So that's it. My wife, and then this other woman
Okay,
pearl.
and can you just just for you don't have to, but if you can, I would like to see if you have Telegram and all that stuff, like those
Yeah.
other
Oh shit.
apps.
Here, these are all my apps.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, can you show me your kick messages? I just, you don't have to read me every message, but I just want to see if there's any other younger ladies under 18.
That's it.
Who's Rebecca?
She's an older woman. She's,
She looks pretty young.
yeah, she was saying that she was 28.
Oh, okay. I mean, can I see some more if that's okay? I for my peace of mind, you don't have to. It's completely voluntary, but
No, this is all my personal stuff. There's nothing on there that you need to see. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's no other young kid. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where we're going with this.
I mean, it's just for peace of mind. I just want to make sure, because we only know about.
Okay.
So we want to find out. We just want to know. It's if this is the only case, or you told us about the other case. We just want to make sure that you're on the right path of not talking to minors and
Yeah.
not doing this, not doing that.
The original reason why I joined Kick was I joined a group when my wife and I were in the process of separating, and I joined a divorce and separating.
Oh wow! I had no idea that
And then we
you're getting
reconciled
divorced.
our relationship.
Yeah, how'd that work? I mean, because I'm a child of divorce, so it's
It was rough. Whatever, we went through it. You know what I mean? I'm a child of divorce. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
no, that's cyclical too. I
so
hope
it's
it's
all
not,
different
because I want to get married eventually and hopefully not get divorced. But
I was married and divorced. So
yeah. Oh, she's not your first wife?
No, it's my second wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, where's your first wife from?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, how'd you meet your first wife?
I met her when we were teenagers, or we ended up meeting up later on in life and getting married.
Where'd you go? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Wading River.
Wading River, is that?
Out east.
Oh, cool. Very nice. I'm a Nassau guy, so I'm not super familiar with out east and all that stuff. I know it's a crazy different thing, but yeah, no, I mean, so you guys got married and divorced, what?
We were together for 10 years.
Wow. So you've been with these.
Fell apart, you know what I mean? Things
Yeah.
happen.
So you've been with you've been married twice and
Twice for
double.
10 years.
Wow. And so your current wife, you almost got divorced.
We separated a couple of months.
Wow. And so how'd you manage to reconcile?
Just through good conversation.
That's good.
And spending time together, going over everything, all of our grievances.
Yeah. Did you live separately for a while, or?
She stayed at her mother's for a few weeks.
What did the kids do?
They stayed with her.
Wow.
At my mother-in-law's.
Nice. And you don't live in Farmingville, do you?
No.
Oh yeah. You said you live out east, right?
Yeah.
And Farmingville, I think, is
Farmville's
closer around here.
Yeah, somewhere.
It's the next town over.
A couple of towns over, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I mean, it's also important, just I'm interested in your background, because sometimes the background, and it seems in your case your background kind of clears up the air and makes it more understandable why this stuff is happening. But yeah, so I mean, and clearly you're not a crazy because when she was talking about the problems with her mom, you seemed very supportive, you were trying to tell her listen to her mom, respect her mom. It makes sense because you have a daughter yourself. And yeah, so and you're asking, did you work your things out with your mom and all that good stuff. And then but yeah, this the naughty chat, I mean, it kind of blurs the line a little. And you're asking her for a bikini pic, in Florida and stuff.
On vacation, yeah.
Right. And have you ever been to Florida?
Years ago. Yeah.
Which part?
Went to on a cruise at Disney.
Oh, that's awesome. Disney cruise. I've heard some weird stuff about Disney cruise. They would stop at Little St. James, that Jeffrey Epstein Island.
No, we went to St. Thomas.
Okay.
And they have their own island, Castaway Key, something else, and one other island. So
How long ago was that trip?
6 years ago or so.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, Jeffrey Epstein was caught, so they're probably we can't stop at this island now, so that'd be a bad luck. But yeah, no, I mean, he said, I wish I could see you. You want to, work it out and everything. So, I mean, is it, do you think it was absolutely impossible for you guys to have worked out like a meeting? Like,
For me, absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. It's not like I
Okay.
was going out to Rockville Center to go
Yeah.
pick up a kid.
No,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
know. Yeah. I mean, it is unrealistic, but you know, the sad part is it does happen all the
I'm
time.
sure.
Like we've
you know,
met,
I believe it has. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
believe it happens all the time.
yeah, like we've met people on the way to going to like meet a kid and pick him up and do God knows what with
Okay.
them. So I hope like you're not like frustrated with me or
No,
anything that we're
absolutely
like,
not.
you know,
Absolutely
because
not.
it is a very
The only thing I'm
severe.
frustrated about is I have to get back to work.
No, of
I mean,
course, I know,
you know,
and we're almost done. Like you know, just going through everything like that. Like we just like you know, we want to make sure like, when we go back, like you know, we tell the mom like everything's
Yeah.
cool, like nothing's
You
wrong.
can let
Like
her know that she can have the utmost, belief that I will never be in touch with that girl ever again.
yeah, no, it's
You know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah,
And I appreciate her not getting the authorities involved.
yeah,
And I feel bad that she has to deal with this. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
No, of course, and like.
Especially with her, her own daughter. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, and like I think she's a single mom. I don't know if like
I don't know. I never got that to that point.
yeah, because I never talked to the father. I've only talked to the mother, so I don't know. But yeah, like you see how like you know, you said like, do you want to see how I'm getting?
Okay,
And you sent like this picture of the
Yes,
bulge and
yes,
everything.
yes.
That was earlier today. Where'd you
Right,
take this picture?
That was an old picture, actually.
Oh.
That I sent to somebody else. That was an adult that I was having
Yeah.
a conversation with.
Right.
The other woman that I showed you on Signal. She's
Yeah.
an adult person. You know what I mean?
Right. No, of course. Like, do you think like I know like you and your wife almost got separated and divorced and everything, but like. Do you think you guys should still be together, given like you're, you know, talking to other like people about like actual?
Absolutely. That's a conversation that I have to have with my wife.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not
And
saying.
that's part of one of the things that she and I have talked about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Our personal relationship and how
Yeah.
I feel about it.
Does she have any idea that you've like talked to like other women like about
Not
sex
to the
and things
extent
like
that
that?
I have,
Gotcha.
but again, it's all online stuff. I've never gone out and met anybody
Right.
and cheated on my wife. So,
Yeah, no, online bullshit. You know,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Again, it's fantasy to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So like,
Pretending to believe that I can go out and meet somebody else.
so you don't get any like weird urges, like you know, does your daughter like bring her friends around or anything like that?
Once in a while, they have their sleepovers and things. She's a regular kid, yeah.
So if we were to talk to any of the friends, would any of them say anything happened between you and them?
Absolutely not.
Like any kind of like
Absolutely
maybe accidental groping
Absolutely
or?
not. I never even put myself in a position where I could be in contact with them in that way.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, well they sleep over at your house.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I'm. What do you think I'm going to be sneaking?
Well,
in
no,
his
I mean,
bedroom? You know what
I'm trying to
Like,
find
you know
out.
what
I'm
I mean?
asking,
So,
you know.
You know.
I mean, like you know, when they do sleepovers, don't they like probably like sleep in like a living room or something?
No, they sleep in my daughter's bedroom.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
We have an air mattress that we set up in there. My daughter has a decent sized bed. You know.
Yeah. No, totally. And you said you're going to Pennsylvania this weekend. What's that for again?
It's a friend of mine. We're going to his house. Go
Nice.
Skiing. You know.
Cool. Oh, do you ski?
Yes, I do.
That's cool. How long have you been skiing for?
I grew up skiing. You know
Wow.
what I mean? Did it for a long time.
That's cool.
And I'll get my kids involved with it. So.
That's awesome. No, it's great that you're getting them into athletics and stuff. And skiing's really cool. I just suck major ass at it. I am so bad skiing.
My wife's not very good at it either.
Yeah. Oh man. You wear helmets when you ski?
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
good. Yeah, you're supposed
Yep,
to.
yep.
And yeah. So I mean, you know, and your friend, do they have like any like kids of their own or anything like that?
They have a teenage son and a son about my son's age.
That's good. What time do you normally get? You normally get here what, like 8 o'clock? You
7
said?
o'clock.
7 o'clock. Wow. Oh man, that's gotta be kind of tough. I mean,
I'm up at 5. You know.
yeah. I mean, yeah, my hours are out of control because like you know, it always is like, oh, we gotta like run around and
wherever
find.
you're going, yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's tough, and we try to do this like all over, but like you know, we mostly are like concentrated on Long Island. That's
Okay.
like our main thing. And if they ask, we could just say like we're like talking about like you know.
I'll make up some story.
Yeah.
Some bullshit, whatever.
Right, totally.
Okay.
And Yeah, so just like that fantasy, if you don't mind me talking about that.
Okay.
Because, I mean,
Yes, it was detailed. And
it was pretty, yeah, it's pretty detailed, so.
Okay. But again, in my head, fantasy. You know what I mean? That's exactly
Right.
what I said it was.
No, of
I had this
course.
fantasy about you.
Yeah, right. No, and it makes sense. It's like, I'm like, you ask, like, do you want to suck on my cock, or, I'm sorry. And you ask, like, have you ever given a before?
Right.
It's like, do you want to have sex with me? You know. And then you ask, like, have you ever yourself? And then he said, like, if you never have, then my dick will be way too thick for your pussy.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Again, completely inappropriate.
No,
You know
of
what
course,
I mean?
yeah, I know. And I just like, I just want to like, just like, just so we're clear, like these are like the things that were said,
Yes.
just no confusion.
Right.
Do you know how to get your wet? And you think that you're ready to have sex with me? Like, it's like,
Right.
at least like you weren't gonna like pick her up and
Yeah,
like her or
that's what I'm
something,
saying. It's
Do you
not
have
that
like,
type of situation.
do you have like a fantasy at all?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay,
No,
it's
not
just
my
like
particular-
it's
it's not my particular
just with
thing.
minors.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just and it's a fantasy. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Of course, yeah. And like you need to know what stimulates you before you can stimulates, excuse me. You need to know what stimulates you before you can even think about being intimate with someone else. And then she stopped answering. And then, have you thought about what we've talked about? And yes, I actually tried it and it felt good. What do you use to get yourself? Did you watch? Did you think of a sexual fantasy? These big trucks. This place is like a crazy industrial place.
Yes, it's industrial zone.
Like
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
industrial. Like I was 100% sure where you worked, but like, because it could be a number of things, And you asked her, what fantasy did you imagine? And like you asked, who were you thinking about? And then, she said you.
Right, of course.
Very sexy, it is sexy.
Okay.
And yeah, tell me about your fantasy, how we do it. And yeah, so I mean, sorry, 1 second. And you had the naughty fantasy of, oh, okay, I see. So, yeah, this was about like 2 weeks ago, something like that, the fantasy thing. Oh, sorry. And it's like, sorry, I don't want to get hit by a car. I'm looking at you, and so you ask what I'm thinking, so I tell you I want to kiss you. Then I lean in and kiss you deep and sensually.
Okay.
We stop kissing, and I ask you if you liked it, and she says I do like it. And so I start kissing you again. This time I place my hand on your knee. And then you said, stop kissing you again, and if it's okay that my hand's on your knee,
Right.
and you like it,
Right.
and you tell me that, like, yeah, so even in your fantasy, you're pretty, like, tamed about, like, how you, like, go about dealing with her, which is good. I mean, it shows you're not, like, a vicious, violent, because some of these people are like, I'm going to you, and, like, they're going to go crazy, and, like, no condom, no nothing, like, out of control people. Yeah, so, I mean, it's tough. I mean, because, your daughter's, like, the same age as this.
I know.
So, like, and like you said, you were by a family member. So I kind of am just like, do you think, like, she's safe, like, being, like, around you? Like, like, honest, your daughter.
Of course she is.
And her friends and stuff.
Of course she is. What, are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. I just have to
come
check.
on, man.
I know.
You're talking about, you know what I mean?
I
You're talking
understand.
about reality and fantasy.
I know, but, like, this was a 13-year-old girl.
Okay, but I didn't really believe that. I, in my head, really didn't want to believe that.
But we
You know
hear
what
that
I mean?
all the time, and then, like, on top of it, you're, like, telling her, like, all this stuff. Like, you're asking her how school is. Like, you're saying you want to have sex with her.
Again, part of fantasy. Making
I
the
know,
fantasy as elaborate as possible.
But the fact that she is 13, it's like, do you think it's good for a 13-year-old girl to be talking to an older man about and all this crazy stuff?
Not. Of course
so
not.
I
mean, you know what I mean? That's why, to me, it's a fantasy.
Right. No, and fantasy is fantasy, but
Right.
like, you took the risk that this actually was a minor.
Okay.
And it was a minor.
Okay. Right.
So that kind of eliminates the fantasy element of it and makes it real.
If you want to say so, sure.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
And
So what would you like me to do?
I mean, I just like want like the assurance that like there is no other minors that you're talking to
There
because.
is no other minors. There is.
But this happened like already. Like this is a real minor you're talking
yes, I
to.
understand that.
And so like, why is this the first time that you've been talking to a minor? Like, and I just so happen to be on the other end of it.
Because she showed up in the group, and
Right.
then she showed up to me personally. She
Well, you
DM'd me personally.
Well,
at
well,
first.
that's not true. You DM'd her first. We have that right here.
No, she.
No, this is exactly right.
No, that's not how this.
I'm sure it is. I'm certain this is the first.
Right, because I was an administrator in a group.
Right.
And when you're in the group, one of the rules was you state your name, age, everything, this, that, and the other thing. And, so she was in the group, and she was tossed out of the group for being underage.
Yeah.
And then she came to me again.
Well, she didn't come to you. You clearly came to her. That is you messaging her first.
To me afterwards.
Well, she replied to like who she is.
That. Yes.
But like, so like, given like that she said that, like, and like you can tell me fantasy all you want, but like there are minors on Kick, and I'm sure you know that. So like, given that like you don't actually like want to do anything like this, like, and she told you her age, and there's like kids on Kick, why did you think it was a good idea to keep conversing with her?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a good idea at all. You know what I mean? I thought it was a good idea.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just being foolish.
I guess so. I mean, because it is like it's really like a tough thing. Like like, it'd be one thing if she like messaged you first, and like in her picture she looks older, but she's clearly like a kid. You know what I mean?
All right. So, what do we do to resolve this?
We just like I just want to like keep kind of like figuring out like like, so I haven't read all this stuff, so I'm just trying to like kind of like wrap my head around it.
Okay.
Okay. Her mama gave me the highlights, like,
okay.
Like I'm not comparing us to like the mafia, but like like how like you ever seen the movie Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Years
ago.
Yeah.
Sure.
So at one point in the movie, it's like they equate themselves as like, oh, like we're the people that other people go to when they're afraid to go to the cops.
Okay.
That's like our role.
Okay.
So like.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna track me? You're gonna follow me?
No, I don't want to track and follow you.
What kind of assurances do you need from me to show to you that I'm not committed to doing this?
No, I mean it's really for us. It's just the accountability aspect,
okay.
And like because the first way of dealing with the problem.
So what do you want me to do to be accountable for?
Well, just like like.
I am owning up to it.
I know.
Up to the conversations that I've had with her and all these.
No, I know. I mean, like, and he also like said like don't get caught, which, I mean, I don't think you specifically asked for anything inappropriate here. But yeah, can I see more of you? I'd like to see a full body picture. Or you're indicating like her full
just a
body?
Full body, not just
okay.
Full,
that was later on. Where you guys took the shirtless pic and the shower pic and that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So just looking for a F buddy, Long Island females 18 plus. That was like when you changed it. It says you were only on Kick for 205 days. You weren't on Kick like before that, like.
No.
It's 205 days. What is that like? Less than 7 months.
Right.
And that's like when you join Kick.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And yeah, well, only be by yourself.
It was around the time that my wife and I separated, and that was when I was on the group and started joining the groups.
Got it. When did you guys get back together? Like reconcile?
I don't know.
It was like around
in the summertime. We were separated for about a month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you started talking to her December 17th. So, yeah, you know. Yeah,
so, where are we going from here?
I just want to because like now with the text and that stuff, like that was just all the kick everything. So I just want to kind of go through these text now issues. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so like where she lives, everything is close. That's true. Everything's closer in Nassau. Yeah, you sent this picture. You said you're kind of a mess. You don't look like a mess. So you look fine. And what else we got? There's a full picture. I love to see you shirtless. He like a pic, and she's scared because I think I hope to God she never sent any kind of pictures like that to anybody.
Right.
But yeah, it's cool Super Bowl stuff. The lamest Super Bowl ever. I was so bored during that game. Oh my God. And yeah, no, it's just you call her like naughty girl, and yeah, had a few beers. What kind of beer do you like to drink?
Whatever.
No,
If I feel like having that day, I don't know.
yeah, I feel that. I like one of the first beers I had. Get this, a nice transgender person gave me my first beer as a Dos Equis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They're good.
yeah. Oh shoot. No, maybe your boss called. Maybe he's
No, I doubt
concerned.
it.
Oh,
Nobody.
okay.
My boss didn't call. My son is inside
Oh,
here with me today.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. We can.
Hey.
Hi, how's it going? I'm just here with Eric. Eric, you're not going to talk to minors online anymore, like a or anything like that,
Absolutely not.
and you're not
No.
going to send like pictures of yourself to them.
No.
No, you're done doing that.
Absolutely.
And you're not going to ask them for anywhere either.
No, of course not.
Okay. Well, that's kind of what we're here about. Yeah.
All right, you got ID, Eric?
It's inside.
That's okay. Hang tight. What's your full name?
Eric.
Okay. This is your truck?
No. Cool.
Gotcha. Spell your last name for me? And Eric is E-R-I-K?
Correct.
Alrighty. What's your birthday? Good. What's a good address for you? And what's a good phone number for you? Alright. Just hang tight, talk to my partner. I'm just going to talk to this gentleman here for a minute, okay?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Why don't we talk like over here?
Yeah. This is my car anyway.
That's your car?
Yeah. That's my girlfriend.
Oh,
filming.
she's documenting.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Yeah. So basically, we're with the group that catches online child. We're a branch of the bigger organization, which is called Poachers. We are Poachers Long Island.
Okay.
So basically, we've just been talking to Eric here for the past 2 months, posing as a 13-year-old girl. I've been doing the decoy work.
Okay.
And we have all that stuff uploaded digitally, and we have a hard copy of everything here, and we can just give it to you with no problem.
Spell your last name for me.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is your first name?
Michael. Hi, how's it going?
How you doing?
What's your birthday? And your
Poachers Long Island. It's a branch of Poachers, which is a group based out of Houston, Texas.
okay. And what's a good address for your company or wherever you're based out of?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm based out of I work around here, but I can give you his LLC. We haven't established our LLC yet.
Just something that, like, if we had to interview you, or what's the best way to get?
Through, that incident happened last week.
Okay.
And
that was the one that went like viral or whatever, right?
Oh no! I did a guy in Rockville Center. If you saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just did that.
All right.
And
what's your phone number? All right. So what's the crux of what's been going on?
Yeah, so basically, we were posing as a decoy, like a 13-year-old girl. Her account is like, I was using one of Poachers Wing decoys, like photos and stuff, and but we made the name differentiate, and basically I've been talking to him as since December 17th, where he initiated a conversation. I'll just even show you.
December 17th.
Yeah. So he initiated December 17th, and immediately just started carrying on the conversation, knowing she's 13, and was talking very sexual with her, and was talking about sexual fantasies, this and that. And then recently, we went from Kick to Text Now. I think that was February 7th. I want to say maybe February 6th.
Okay. Did he send any pictures or anything?
Yeah. So, he sent like face pictures for sure.
Well, anything explicit?
Well, this he just sent this earlier today.
Okay.
This like both, but he also sent one that's like more with his. Second. Sorry, it's all crazy right now. I realize it's
That's very organized.
I'm trying to be, but yeah, I mean, I could probably have an easier time in the car on account of the wind.
You want to sit in my car?
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, no, it's easier with the breeze and everything. So yeah, he didn't ask for a full, like he asked for like body pictures, like full body, and I know that doesn't hold up as like a dude, but like eventually he asked her for like shirtless pictures.
Okay, so he made requests.
Yeah, definitely.
The most explicit thing that he sent though was the bulge.
No. There's one where you could like see the top of it.
Okay.
It was very recent. It was like maybe yesterday. Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah, you see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the date on that?
Well, this was God, today. I'm trying to think. It was within the past two to 3 days for
Okay.
sure.
I need an exact date.
Okay, let me check. Yeah, because I was doing the decoying, so I have everything on my phone. Yeah, and he was texting me from what he said was text now as well. So the communication's all, at least on my end, and it seems like even his end on text now and Kick. One sec. So this picture, 2:16 p.m. This was Tuesday of this week.
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to talk to. No. I'm just trying to get all the info now. But this is definitely going to be a real boss here.
Yeah. So this was on Tuesday of this week. So, whatever that day. What's today?
I'm sorry. Can you say it again?
It was from Tuesday of this week at 2:16 p.m.
Okay.
So yeah.
This is a more clear picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Tuesday of this week. What was that date? That's that's Thursday. So that's
Yeah. So the 18th.
18th?
Yeah.
Okay. And what time was that, sir?
2:16 p.m.
2:16 p.m.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he said he was at work. So.
He said he was at work. Okay, so he sent that and then the bulge picture.
Yeah. And the times he asked for like pictures, and he kept saying, "Oh, it's just fantasy. It's just fantasy." But like clearly she stated she was 13. He would always ask her about like school and everything like that. Had a few beers. Oh, sorry. Yeah, because we were talking to him. Oh, sorry. Fight. Yeah, talking about fight. And he has kids himself. I think you heard he said his son is here, and he has a daughter around her age.
Okay, so what was the thing today? Was he setting up to meet with her?
No, like basically, like he would always kind of like chicken out when it came to like trying to meet up for sex, but but he talked about it all the time.
Okay.
And so, given he sent the picture the other day, like I was in Chicago when that happened, visiting family. But given that he sent that bulge and he said like I'm so talking to you, and he even talked about like doing some like cool stuff with like a friend of hers.
Okay. So you came here. I just want to get everything straight. So you came here to give me 1 second.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so
sorry about that.
That's okay. I found some examples of solicitation. Okay. I'd love to see you shirtless, like a pic. He said, yeah. And he asked, maybe we can have some naughty time together. We can send pics to each other. Let's send naughty pics to each other and have a chat.
He's sending that to you.
Yeah, he's saying it's a 13-year-old girl. Okay. I'd love to see you shirtless, like a pic. Like she asked me, and yeah. So those are those. And then here, is this yeah. So naughty stuff with me later tonight. I think that meant like over the phone,
Okay.
but maybe later you can send me a naughty pic of your. What do you think? He wrote that just before we came here. That's kind of why I came at this point.
All right, now when was that picture sent?
Today.
Right.
Like this afternoon.
Okay, so I just need the time.
Okay, 1 second. And we have all this digitally, so we can and I have it all on Dropbox, so we could also send that to you as
Excellent.
well.
All right.
Yeah. So, sorry, one sec. I feel bad for his son, but
No, you know.
he shouldn't be doing this with the minor. Like,
This is.
he's like, get the
This is the
fantasy.
most disgusting thing a person can do.
Exactly. So, why we do it.
Today's 2:20.
Yep, 2:20, and this is at 1:54 p.m.
1:54
So,
p.m.
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So just to give you an update. So I spoke to my supervisor. He's going to reach out to our special victims unit.
Okay.
To find out how they want to handle this. If we need to take a statement, I'll tell you right now, we're probably going to need a statement from you.
Yeah.
We're going to need copies of all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You guys can keep this copy. Yeah, we've done this before.
Like digital too.
Yeah, we have like Axon links. Like we dealt with those.
Perfect.
So like, we can do that. No problem. Like we'll upload this video of him admitting to all this stuff on camera. I mean, he also like admitted like I won't do it again. So like he did it. But we can also upload like this entire catch to you. We did have plans to catch someone else out in Brentwood tonight. Like it's not a guarantee, but we're really trying to get this guy. The guy's a real piece of shit.
Well, that's why it would be good. Definitely. Have you worked with our special victims unit at all?
Not yet, but I would love to get acquainted with
All right.
them.
So this number that you gave me earlier, the 516 number.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good number to reach me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. Excellent. Perfect. That's. All right. So. Sorry, I'm just.
No, that's okay.
I'm just trying to roll through my head everything that's going on. Right
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, December 17th was the first.
Yeah, 2024.
And he initiated contact?
Yeah, yeah. So we joined a kick group. Like I think we said, "Hey, I'm 13" or something, and then we got kicked, and he initiated conversation.
I'm sorry. Slow down, because I'm not too familiar.
Okay.
You got what?
So we joined the app Kick, K-I-K. We joined that. Like we're on that app, and that's like how we've met several of these.
Okay. So you're talking over
K-I-K on the app.
K-I-K app.
Yeah, and he initiated the conversation.
On Kick.
Yeah, on December 17th, 2024 at 1:38 p.m.
What's the group?
I think I'm not exactly sure the group we joined because we just joined like a bunch of them and like, hey, I'm 13, and then like whoever hits us up, we pursue. So it was like one of those like Long Island meetup type things.
Yeah, so it's a group like that.
Yeah, and there's a ton of them, and so yeah, from there he messaged us, please say your age and location. We said 13 female, Rockville Center, because we're from Nassau. And then, yeah, he just like started talking, and it was like pretty cold. Like,
if you don't mind, can I take a look?
Yeah, you can read all of this. You can keep this. This is all yours in a bag of chips.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Perfect. And you have copies of all this, obviously, digitally.
Yeah, and that's all on Dropbox. But we can also like upload it to Axon if we need, or we could email you guys a Dropbox link, and you'll have access to everything.
Okay. And this is all chronological?
Yes, it should. Yeah, so like anything with page numbers, obviously, is chronological. The other stuff was up because we tried to catch him before, and we actually went to the wrong house. I felt really bad. And I explained to the couple, and they were understanding.
Okay, so just to bring everything down a little bit, just so I can fully understand.
Yeah.
Today's meeting was set
Not,
up
but there was no meeting scheduled. We just he told us he works at heavy machinery in Holbrook, so we've actually been trying to find it. We miraculously found it because he was very sketchy. Like, I don't want to tell you like where I am.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
We were very careful. Yeah, it wasn't like super at first, but it eventually became, you know.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Let me I'll be right back with you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird, crazy situation.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys taking it seriously, you
Absolutely.
know?
Yeah. I watch these all the time.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Alex Rosen, the coaches?
I don't know which one they pop up like on my.
He's like he's like the big dude with the giant beard, and he wears like shorts and a t-shirt no matter what, even if he's in.
I don't even know which ones it is, but
Yeah, I personally think he's the best, like at the interviews and stuff, and like he's like his priority is like getting convictions and all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, so I was working for him as a video editor. I feel bad for his family, like, you know, like that's always like the worst when they have kids and a wife and all that. Like that guy in Rockville Center, I think, what's your partner's name? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Hugh Costelli.
Costelli, yeah. He told me he actually saw the last catch we did. Yeah, so that's cool.
What's up, man?
Hello. You think he's going to be under arrest? Or?
I'm gonna be entirely honest. I've never dealt with this before.
Okay.
So I don't know the workings of it.
Got it.
I can promise you that we're taking it incredibly serious.
Yeah, no.
And I know personally I'll take it incredibly serious.
Yeah.
So we'll do everything we can to.
Thank you.
1,000%. No, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it. Is it okay if I hit this vape? I'll open the window. Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry about that.
So this number here, this 849 number.
That's my fake text now number I use.
Okay, so that's your job phone.
Well, that's my text now. It's like I just mainly use it for decoying.
Understood.
Yeah, you could call me from it, but I would assume you're so.
Yeah.
You know. I think if you get, I think he definitely has some stuff on his phone. He told me he has signal and everything. It might be smart to like seize it if you can. I don't know.
Well.
Because he might be deleting stuff as we speak. Like,
You have copies.
I have copies of everything, absolutely, yeah. And I have it digitally and I have it here.
Just for custodial purposes.
Yeah. But I'm worried that he might have child. He didn't admit it, but like he might have it anyway. So it's good to get the phone. All right, yeah. So we just finished speaking with the detectives. They weren't able to place him on arrest tonight, but we are gonna be in contact with him this evening. I have everything uploaded to Dropbox, all the messages and stuff. But first, we have to upload the video of him confessing to this stuff. We didn't hold him against his will; it was all voluntary. You know, he could have left at any time, but I just wanted to talk to him, of course. So they didn't make the arrest, which I guess makes sense. He had his 10-year-old son here. He had to get him home. But they did seize his phone, so hopefully, he didn't delete any communications while he still had it in custody. And, yeah, hopefully soon they make the arrest, and we'll keep you updated on everything we find out as it goes on. And like I said before, follow us on X, PP Long Island. Subscribe to us on YouTube, PP Long Island. Follow us on Rumble, PP Long Island, and we're just gonna keep on keeping on, trying to get as many of these, child off the streets as much as we can. So, yep, stay tuned.